Are you a Resident Evil fan? Of course you are. Who isn't? I bet you like Leon too. Haha, how original. But let's say hypothetically, you weren't a Leon Glazer. You actually have never played a Resident Evil game, but you just picked up a dime piece on Snapchat, and she's all about RE. So you gotta study up quick. What would be the quickest way to understand a decent amount of this franchise's lore? If you said Resident Evil 4, I'm gonna kick your ass. The Umbrella Chronicles, baby. The Umbrella Chronicles is a Wii exclusive Resident Evil game. Yes, the Wii. The console from before you were born. This game takes the form of an on-rails shooter similar to the arcade cabinets you'd find at a movie theater. Very unique and very fun, I will say. You get to replay through some iconic moments from the series, such as the Spencer Mansion with Chris and Jill, the train with Rebecca and Billy. You even get to walk through the streets of Raccoon City. And I already know what you're thinking.
Why the fuck would I want to play this old ass game when they already re-released RE1 and 0 on every platform known to me?
Well, 1, because RE3 Remake sucks ass, and 2, because Umbrella Chronicles gives us a lot more than just scenarios we've already seen. Where this game really shines is the scenarios that fill in gaps from the original story. In Umbrella Chronicles, we get to see how Rebecca gets to the Spencer Mansion, and what she does before we see her in RE1. Ever wonder how Wesker survived at the end of that game? Well, instead of just reading like a file about it somewhere, you actually get to play through it. This game explores so much untouched territory, and it's really cool. You even get to play as Ada as she escapes Raccoon City, and I know how much you gooners love Ada. And Leon. Can't forget Leon. Leon's not in this game. Damn, I could just feel everyone click off the video. Leon's in another game called the Dark Side Chronicles. It's basically the same thing as this game, with different scenarios. Even if Leon was in this game, it wouldn't be Goth Twink BF Remake Leon. Only the much cooler and low-key chill OG Simp Leon.
What is blood yapping about?
Anyway, yeah, the Ada stuff is really cool. And that's coming from a D1 Ada hater. You'll notice that while playing through Umbrella Chronicles that even if you've never played it before, this game feels very familiar. That's because this game uses a lot of assets from classic Resident Evil games. The locations from RE1 and 0 use all the same textures from those games. Same character models too. Beyond that, enemies have reused animations from Resident Evil 4, and Ada has the same character model from Resident Evil 4. The classic chimes from RE4 also make a return in this game, and they are perfection. The in-game music is all remade versions of songs from older games, giving a little more arcadey flair. Boss fights are really where this game shines though. They're suspenseful and action-packed, heavy on quick-time events, but for an on-rails shooter, especially with motion controls in mind, it works very well. All that to say, Umbrella Chronicles truly feels like the bridge between all early Resident Evil titles, merging their stories, mechanics, and themes into one incredible experience.
Bruh.
Oh my god, I just died from a fucking snake, bro. However, I really haven't talked about the extra content yet. Some of the characters and locations that were made specifically for this game look like shit. And I get it, the budget probably wasn't that big, but oh my god, the jump from reused textures to newly made textures is kind of jarring. The level design suffers as well, which I'll give a pass on because it's hard to compete with something as well thought out as the Spencer Mansion. But brah, in this game, you're either shooting zombies or shooting shit off the wall to try and find secrets. In the new levels, it feels like I don't really have anything to shoot off of the walls. Don't get me wrong, I still really enjoy these levels, and the story makes playing them totally worth it. But like, how are you gonna make the RPD look this lifeless, bruh? They aren't all bad. Just some of them. You definitely get spoiled in the first couple chapters. I'm just being difficult. You know what else is difficult? This game. I was playing on easy mode the whole time with something that definitely is not a Wii controller also, and I was dying like a lot. You're supposed to play this game with 2 people, but come on, bruh. I don't have friends. Since I wasn't using a Wii controller to play, anytime I needed to shake my controller, there's like a 90% chance it wouldn't work, and like, checkpoints in this game are very far apart. Sometimes like 15 minutes apart. So, that would get very frustrating. Wesker's actually a really big part of this game. He's narrating over this whole thing, and you get to play as him before and after he got his powers. Jumping around like a superhero as this guy really makes you like him a lot more, and having him connected to everything in this game makes his appearance in Resident Evil 4 and 5 a lot more satisfying.
Oh my god, dude.
I mentioned earlier that you find secrets by shooting random objects like lights and pictures, and that's how you get all those files to read. Capcom really does love these files, but I do too. In this game specifically, they're accessed in a menu and not the game, so they give you straight lore and don't have to be written in a way that would fit into the narrative. I really like this. After all, I did say, if you needed to learn RE fast, then this was the game to do so with. And I meant it because you can get a lot of random facts about stuff just from these files, stuff that most RE fans wouldn't know, especially now that the remakes have started changing key plot points. Operation Javier. All in all, this game is a headache to get through sometimes, but it really was a blast to play. I think that this is the most underrated RE game ever. I'll actually go as far as to say it's the most Resident Evil game ever. They really understood their vibe at this point, and it shows. If you're a new fan and you want to get into the old abandoned narrative, or an old fan missing the good days, you should without a doubt give this game a try. But wait, that's not it. There's a second one, and I wasn't lying, normies. It has Leon in it. Subscribe to the channel and let me know if you want me to cover the Dark Side Chronicles too. I never played that one, but I am an OG Leon enjoyer, so I wouldn't mind. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe to the channel, join my Discord to get notified every single time I upload, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Go to sleep. Class is over. That was fire.